Tonight on Evening Magazine. The Seattle landmark that's lit up the sky for more than 80 years is being reborn. The momentous makeover that's keeping Seattle history alive.
All right, well, from fashion icons to Seattle icons, and there probably are a few that come to mind. Of course, it's the Space Needle. Maybe the Seattle PI Globe would be another one. But there's one Seattle icon that's older than both of those. So what do you do when it's falling apart? Jim Dever has the story.
It's been a part of the city landscape for over 80 years.
Have your tickets ready. We've got 2 more doors right back this way.
The Paramount Theatre has hosted everything from movies to musicals, the Marx Brothers to Madonna. But as another crowd arrives to see the curtain rise, a piece of the theater's history is about to take its final bow. When the theater was built in the late 1920s, it was constructed to support a massive vertical sign on its front. Back then, the sign said Seattle to reflect its original name, Seattle Theatre. The letters and the name changed a couple years later to Paramount. After 8 decades of Northwest weather, corrosion has taken its toll on the old icon.
It's really outlived its time. It's been up there for all these years.
David Allen is the Director of Operations for the Seattle Theatre Group. For 31 years, no one has spent more time keeping the Paramount up and running.
Probably spent more time with this building than I did with my own family.
David knows firsthand the sorry state the sign is in, from lights that no longer shine to the ancient and exposed wiring.
It is actually rotted to the point where we really can't refurbish it.
Inside the theater, the only thing older than the sign may be the equipment that runs it.
The dates on it go back to 1902.
With all its problems and potential dangers, it was decided to replace the landmark sign with an exact replica.
It'll be back to its grandeur, its splendor.
The job of bringing that splendor back lies in this Kirkland building.
The opportunity to take an 80-year-old sign and resurrect it is probably once in a lifetime.
Jim Risher is a second-generation sign builder and owner of the sign factory. His company was awarded the bid after proving to the Historic Landmark Preservation Board that his new sign would look identical to the old.
We needed to make sure that we could build a sign almost exactly as if the sign had never been removed.
See, this is part of the original survey.
To do that, Jim and his crew take countless measurements, drawings, and photographs.
We would gather the information, put it in a computer program.
The sign will look old, but the materials will be state-of-the-art.
The sign itself is probably about over 50% lighter than the original sign. We've got about 3 miles of wire in this new sign.
At $300 a gallon, the paint will provide an added layer of protection the old sign never had. And at night, the new lights will illuminate the sky.
The neon, it's still done by hand. No portion of that is automated at all. The new bulbs require 0.75 watt to power. The old bulbs were 11 watts to power.
And that efficiency will lower the Paramount's electric bill by $25,000 a year. For Jim, this sign is more than just another job.
I can stand there with my kids on the floor and have their picture taken in front of the historic Paramount Theatre sign.
On the morning the old sign is to be removed, the mood is festive but cautious.
Worked on this project for the last 2 years. Here we are today. It's gonna happen.
Removing the old sign probably has the biggest risk. You can never exactly measure what something weighs that's been up for 80 years. Once you cut it loose, there's no going back.
But by looking back in time, Jim's crew learned how not to bring down the sign. In March 1984, the Paramount Sister Theater in Portland was removing their 65-foot sign when disaster struck. No one was hurt, but the sign was destroyed. Lessons learned that day are being applied today.
Instead of taking the whole sign off at once and removing it to the ground, they'll just take it piece by piece.
After over 80 years on the corner of 9th and Pine, the old sign comes down without a fight. The next morning, the new sign is brought in and prepares to take its place.
And as they go up today, they'll true up, line up, because the old structure has some wobbling in it over the years.
The new sign will have 3 sections on each side. Welders will secure the 22-foot tall pieces. Later, Jim and David watch as the final letter is hoisted into its new home.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I thought it looked great in our shop. It doesn't look near as beautiful in our shop as it does here on this building.
My hero.
Mine too. Mine too.
The new sign may be up, but it still has one more act to show. 2 weeks after it was put up, the new sign is ready to take center stage. The honor of switching the sign lights on goes to the man who'd rather fix them than be in their spotlight.
It's a pretty big day for me right now. I'm pretty darn excited.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Not since it was first lit 8 decades ago has the sign burned so bright.
I don't know that there's going to be another sign project that'll be able to top this one.
It's a perfect marriage of preservation and progress. Though the curtain may have fallen on the original, the new Paramount Theatre sign will assure a piece of Seattle's past will shine on into the future.
Thank you, Jim. The Seattle Theatre Group has raised over half of that $700,000 price tag to repair the sign. If you'd like to pitch in, you can find out more information by going to our website, king5.com. And you might be wondering, what are they going to do with the old sign? Where are they going to put it? That's still up in the air. There's a lot of sign there, and they're not really sure where to put it at this point, but they'll come up with something.